We did it. We got the C3 Corvette chassis in and test fit under the Victress. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of tour around what that kind of looks like, initial test fit, along with Tucker the shop dog. Alright, I just wanted to show here very quickly what I anticipate happening putting the car on the C3 Corvette frame. I have here the outline in white is a CAD drawing of a Corvette frame that I found on the internet, and what I did is I measured up the current plywood structure inside the body on the Victress, and you can see that outlined in red. This is the top view and this is the side view. So these would be the inner fender panels and the floor and the rear floor. And what it looked like to me would happen would be a little bit of conflict here where the rails meet the notch in the inner fender well when they cross over, and also down here at the kick-up a little bit. Looks like I'll have to cut that back there. So that's what it looks like. To me, it looked like a good fit overall. The width looks good, and overall shape and angle, so it looks like a pretty close fit. So that's what the theory says. Let's go see what it looks like in reality. So here's the first look at it. Again, this is a test fit, no modifications at all to the Corvette chassis, 98-inch wheelbase, or what I started with the Victress body with the plywood underlayment that was set up for that T-Bird chassis. Like I showed in my drawing, expected a little bit of a tight fit here at the inner fender wells. What I didn't anticipate was the brake line bracket right there. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of a surgery there to get around that. I want to retain that bracket, so I'll cut the inner fender wall. It's the same situation on this side, so you can see it fits very symmetrical. I could actually probably pry that out and snug it down a little bit, but I want a little bit of working room there, so I'm not going to do that. Right now the body is sitting about 1.5 inches higher than I'd like, and probably 1.5 inches too far forward. I'm going to want to move it back to get the wheels centered a little bit more in the wheel wells. These little bump outs here in the floor where those traction masters bumped up from the T-Bird chassis, those actually end up sitting pretty close where the rear frame kick-up is on the Corvette. You can't see that too good, but I'll get around to the other side. There's a little bit better light. But the chassis does fit under there very nicely. Here's the other kick up here. So you can see, like I predicted in the drawing, the frame kick up hits that back firewall, and I'm just missing that body mount bracket. So the base is about 1.5 inches too high. Those square tubes that are in there will come out, and that's just about 1.5 inches. Also going to have to clearance the inner fender wells here a little bit. And then in the back, the gas tank mounts, can't see that, sorry, I'll get a better pictures after with the light. Have to do a little bit in the back there, but I need to move the body forward first on the chassis in order to get that positioning that I want. I'm going to cut a little bit of extra clearance there just to make sure that I have a little wiggle room to get it positioned exactly how I want it. So stay tuned. I'll take some more shots after we do our surgery. Phase 1 complete. Wheel cut. Alright, back again. You can see I broke out the big gun for phase 2. The Tiger saw made short work of cutting out this rear firewall and allowing room for the kick-up. And that's all I had to take out, and I was able to slide the body back a good 1.5 inches, and it dropped right down. So now we'll take another look underneath here. I was actually able to leave what I believe there is the, right here, is the spare tire, undermount spare tire bracket. And all of this clears. So that rear cross member and this one in front of it is where the fuel tank mounts on these cars. So more on that later. There's enough clearance now to allow those fuel lines to pass right over the kick-up. And looks like maybe I don't have to do anything here. I should be able to fit those tail lights in very easily. And that's about it. I'm going to try to get the wheels on and see what that looks like as far as the wheels being centered in the opening. But there it is. That's all I had to cut out in order to make this fit. Alright, here we have it. I got the wheels on. Body pretty much down and centered where I'd like to put it. Again, you can see the wheel well openings need to be reworked, but you can definitely see that maybe 1 inch on each end has been brought in from what was the 100-inch layout before. But it does fit nicely, and I need to get the other wheels on and get it down on the springs with some weight in it to get a good look at it. You can see the track width is pretty good too. So liking how that looks. So stay tuned for maybe the next time it'll be down on its wheels.